Hey up young'uns, and welcome to Lago Maggiore in Italy. It's not actually a real place, but you know, we're here anyway. This is a 17 turn clockwise circuit, and this is round 2 of the Controller Wars Gran Turismo Sprint Series. This is the GP layout, 5 laps, it's about a 10-minute race. And you can see from the championship standings, GameSir currently in the lead, PowerA and PDP tied in second place. The PlayStation Legends, that's of course the DualShock 3 controller, bringing up 4th place. We're going to start the run with the GameSir car because, you know, it's the car in the lead of the championship. And this will be our first look at these controllers on this circuit. So the GameSir car is of course running the GameSir T4W joypad, which had a lot of success last time out at Dragon Trail. Very accurate, very easy to control. The question is, was that because of the circuit, the controller, the car? We're going to find out. So the fastest car in the first sector is the PlayStation Legends car, the DualShock 3 controller. The PDP was almost 4/10 slower in the first sector, as was the Xbox 360 controller. Amazingly, the GameSir controller all the way down in 4th. Looks like the Nintendo controller also a good run through the first sector. As you'd completely expect, the PlayStation Mobile control scheme absolutely nowhere, as we expect it to be forever. Coming through the second sector, the GameSir car's the fastest car for that sector. It's catching up with the PlayStation Legends, so yeah, it's still being a very dominant controller. The PDP just hanging on a second behind the PlayStation Legends car, but that DualShock 3 really is it's having a good first lap. And that is of course the DualShock 3 that came from my old PlayStation 3. This isn't one I've just gone out and bought for this. It's had a lot of use. It's an old controller. It seems to be running well though. And oh, that was a bad bit of corner left from GameSir. That's probably hindered or destroyed the lap. Maybe. I mean, it kept going in a straight line, but it's about to cross the finish line, so we'll find out what the time is. And no, it didn't slow down that much. GameSir is the first to cross the line. But the fastest car through the last sector was the PDP car. This is the Xbox 360 PDP Afterglow. Again, it's another old, well-used controller, but it doesn't seem to be showing its age at all. So the GameSir set a 154.96 to beat for the fastest lap. We were watching the wrong car there apparently. The GameSir had an awful first sector. Fastest car through there was the PlayStation Works car, which is the DualShock 4 version 2. That's really caught up with the other cars. So it looks like Lago Maggiore really is playing to the strengths of the controllers that were strong in the first race. There's the PowerA car, which was the fastest car to that sector. So it is the usual suspects, who are fast, who are strong at this circuit. PowerA, of course, vying for the lead of the championship. It's a 5-race series. This is the second race. The next race is going to be at the Brands Hatch GP layout circuit. GameSir crawling back up the order now. They're 2 seconds off the pace though. Can they catch up? We'll find out, I suppose. The DualShock 3 still leading. Fastest was the last sector. Incredibly dominant performance from such an old controller. I'm just blown away by this. Is this going to be any fastest lap as it crosses the line? It is not. 154.5, so it was slightly off. In fact, the PowerA there, down in 4th place, set the fastest lap of a 154.1. So the PowerA stretching its legs, catching up. Just like the PDP, the PowerA is in joint second, so it's vying for the lead. That PowerA controller, incidentally, is the Minecraft Edition PowerA Enhanced Xbox One controller. It's probably the newest controller in the field. In fact, it is the newest controller in the field. So, as we're talking about that, the PowerA drags itself up into 3rd place, unseating the PDP. We're currently watching the PlayStation Works car, which is the fastest car to the last sector. This part of the circuit really flows. You just get the hammer down and it feels great, although it looks like it went all horribly wrong there for the PlayStation Works car. As we cut to the PlayStation Legends car doing what looked like a wheelie. There was some real air under the front of that car then. This car absolutely shifting, look. 2 seconds ahead of the 2nd place car. This is just a great run. PowerA clearly very consistent. So that could give it some points later on. Of course, points awarded for overall race pace, fastest lap and consistency. Consistency is worked out by the difference between the fastest and the slowest laps. Coming up to the end of lap 3 now already. Go. So the timing screen just updated. It's a 1:53.7 for the DualShock 3. Absolutely flying. Oh, but he's lost it. Pushing way too hard. So I don't think the PlayStation Legends is going to be the first place car when we come round to the next sector. About to find out as it crosses the timing beam. Where are we? It's not updated yet. Nope, the PowerA was the fastest car through that sector, and it's jumped the PlayStation Legends. The GameSir as well has lost out for PDP. So these 2nd place controllers really hounding the top spot. A little bit further down, Nintendo's looking really good in 6th. This is clearly a track which plays to the strengths of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. The Xbox 360 controller, surprised it's down in 7th. The Hori RWA currently faster than the Logitech G29, which is a surprise. And they're split by the Razer keyboard, which again is probably benefiting from these long straights and these full throttle sections. DualShock 3 really pulling this back in. It's challenging that PowerA. I can't say it's been a great lap after that opening off. We're about to end lap 4, so we'll find out. Well, I'll just eat my hat. There was enough of a lead there that even a poor time like a 1:56.9 is still enough to retake the lead. It looks like the PDP had an absolutely shocking lap. Oh, and again, DualShock 3 just pushing too hard on the 1st sector. And this is the final lap. This is when that simply cannot be afforded. The question is, how much time has that car lost now? It's lost out to the PowerA. This is the final lap. There's only this and 2 more sectors left, so it's PowerA's race to win or lose. GameSir off the podium, which is a surprise. But the DualShock 3 is just blisteringly fast on this circuit, and it takes 8/10 out of the PowerA just in that sector alone. I can't imagine why that controller would be so strong on this circuit. But this does go back to what I raised in the intro video at the start of this series about how certain circuits would play to the strengths of certain controllers. So I think this this series is far from being done and dusted. And this is going to be a race to the finish from the PowerA and PlayStation Legends cars. It's just too close to call right now. Less than 4 100ths in it. And PowerA across the finish line. And that's it. So let's find out who won. That was quite a race. The PlayStation Legends car won in the end, with PowerA coming second. Then PDP. Nintendo pipped the GameSir controller just at the end, so that's a great run there from the Switch Pro controller. Fast lap of the race was, of course, the PlayStation Legends car. Then PowerA with 154.1 and GameSir with 154.9. PDP and Nintendo, they were all within 1/10 of a second with that GameSir. Most consistent car, the Xbox 360, then the PDP, then the PlayStation Legends. So PlayStation Legends just absolutely monstered this. So at the end of that round, it's the PlayStation Legends team that take the most points. Then PowerA and GameSir. So GameSir really losing out. Also PDP falling away there, 15 points. When it comes to fastest laps, again, PlayStation Legends consistently very fast over a single lap. PowerA, GameSir and PDP, usual suspects. PDP looks like the most consistent controller. That's the Afterglow controller. Hori Jr. there in fourth. That's the Racing Wheel Apex. Very consistent. So final standings after 2 rounds. The DualShock 3 is leading the way. PowerA controller is second, PDP third, and GameSir slipped to fourth. And these are the only real 4 contenders by the look of that points lineup. Hope you join me for round 3. It should be interesting. Till then, like if you like, subscribe if you want, and if you don't, you don't. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye for now.